Hello, ANZA students. We are back with our California Young Reader Medal contest. Remember, this is a contest that only kids get to vote on their favorite books. You're going to hear 5 stories, and at the end of those 5 stories, you are going to choose your very favorite one. All of the ANZA students will get to vote, and then I will collect all the votes. I will turn them into the California Young Reader Association, where all the other votes from the California students will arrive, and we will have a winner sometime in May. We've been doing this contest, this book contest, for a super long time, even longer than I've been the librarian, and it's a really wonderful way for kids to get to choose what their favorite book is, not what an adult says is their favorite book. So today, I'm going to read you Alfie, written and illustrated by Thyra, Heder. Alfie, the turtle that disappeared. On my 6th birthday, I got Alfie. The lady at the store said he looked about 6 too. We were 6 together. At home, on my carpet, he stood very still. I introduced him to everyone. I taught him my wiggle dance and made him presents, but he didn't seem to notice. I showed him my costumes and wrote him songs. Mostly he stayed inside his shell. Every day I told him stories, like how Dasha got new overalls and how Ruth lost a tooth and how Peter from downstairs got a fish. I even told him my best joke about the walrus wearing pants, but he didn't seem to get it. After a while, I kind of forgot about Alfie. He didn't do much. Well, until the morning of my 7th birthday, when he disappeared. Oh. When I first saw Nia, I knew she was special. She told me that I was 6, and she was 6 too. I had never been 6 before, but I was happy we were 6 together. Her home tickled my toes, but she smelled nice, so I was calm. She had tons of friends. Nia taught me to dance. I practiced wiggling inside my shell. She gave me presents. I had never been given presents. She made me laugh and laugh and laugh. How could I make her as happy as she made me? I had to think. And think, and think. Nia was planning her 7th birthday. She told me we were going to be 7 together. I had to find her a present. Oh, can you see him climbing out of his home? There were some good options behind the couch, but they were too dusty. I looked in all the corners and shadows and cracks and found some great places, but no great presents. I asked Toby, and he said, "You should try outside. Outside is the best. Outside is the best. Get her a stick." I had never been outside before. I climbed past stinky things and sweet things, but nothing as fun as Nia. I had to keep looking. I had to take a risk. I crunched through the reds and oranges and yellows. But the longer I looked for a special one, the browner they got. I found a nice blue cap, but it was too small for Nia's head. There was nothing in the desert. My toes were cold and my heart was sad. I would never find a present as special as my friend. The snail said all I needed was a good rest. He knew the perfect place for me to take a nap. Just over those stones, he said. So I napped. And napped. And napped. When I woke up, I felt better. I asked the fish for help, and she showed me the things that had fallen to the bottom. And then I saw it. It was perfect. It looked just like something Nia would love. I had to rush to the party. When I finally got over the rocks, the snail said, "That was fast." I was right on time. There she was. I could tell Nia was very surprised and happy. I had brought her the perfect present. Now we were 7 together. The end. Boys and girls, I wanted to tell you there's a note from the author in the back. I'm going to read it to you. On my 6th birthday, I got Alfie in real life. I loved everything about him at first. I made him food he didn't eat and mazes he didn't run, and well, I eventually lost interest. I lost interest for about 20 years. But then one evening as an adult, I decided to follow Alfie around the house. I watched as he stuck his head in slippers and scratched his back on the radiator, and I became fascinated again. The lucky thing about turtles is their lifespan is long enough for you to fall back in love with them. I watched my little niece Ning become obsessed with Alfie, and the year after that I met my friend Nia, whose turtle Max is constantly escaping, and the story started to fall into place. This book is dedicated to Nini and Nia and Alfie. The end. That was one of our books. We have now read Madeline Finn, The Library Dog, The Day You Began, and now Alfie. Stay tuned. We have 2 more to come. See you next week.